Today I am reading Medicine Sepia from book Soul of Remedy, book written by Dr.Rajan Shankaran. Sepia is an animal remedy made from ink of cuttlefish. It belongs to psychosyphilitic miasm. The main feeling of Sepia woman is that she is forced to undertake things opposed to her intention, to do what she doesn't want to do. It is the chronic situation in which she has been dominated and not allowed to have her way. There is a feeling of dependence in Sepia. She feels that her body is disfigured and unattractive, especially to the opposite sex. In order to keep him happy so that she is accepted by him, she has to do what he wishes, not what she wishes. She feels forced to accept the situation against her will because of her feeling of not being good enough. This makes her miserable and she feels unfortunate. There is one side of her that says do what you want to do and be independent, occupy yourself. And the Indian Sepia like to occupy herself mentally and physically. She likes brisk movement, dancing, etc. But if she is too independent, she will lose her support and will not be able to keep her husband and children happy. The dependence may be emotional and or financial. It is also mentioned in rubric fear of poverty. So often she is forced to do things she does not want to do. This is the uncompensated field said. A successful Sepia is one who is independent right from the beginning. But in various life situations, she will be dominated or forced to do things that she doesn't want to do. So there is a divorce or separation, or the patients remain spinster. Many of them also join the women's liberation unit or any organization. But in most cases, she tries to keep her husband and children happy while at the same time pursuing her career. This can become a very strenuous. She become miserable and worn out since she is busy all the time. The situation leads slowly to despair and indifference to sadness, indifference to sadness from which she tries to find some relief by being constantly occupied. She withdraw into herself and become a aversion to her husband and children. I have seen that Sepia women in this stage do not even like to take up medicine. Sepia has also the theme of rape, mentioning the dream of rape. She is tired, doesn't want to have sex, but to keep her husband happy, she does it against her will. Thus, feeling forced to do it against her will. Sepia comes close to the lachesis with its envy and dream of snack, but in lachesis the emphasis is more on keeping herself attractive, while it is as if there is a competition and she has to win. In lachesis, if she does so, all is well. But in Sepia, there is a despair. There is no hope in the relationship. Sepia comes close to Tarantula too. Since the theme of Tarantula is unrequited love and the need to be attractive. The dancing, attractive, hysteria, sarcasm are common to the both, and young Sepia can often seem like the tarantula. Tarantula can also be very industrious, but here again the emphasis is much more on attractive behavior, and the contradiction of will as found in Sepia is not present here. Also, deceitfulness, mischievousness, and speed are much stronger in tarantula. Sepia comes close to the Nectar Muriaticum. Both have the theme of disappointment in the law, the theme of body being disfigured, but the dependence of Nectar Muriaticum is much greater. The main problem of Nectar Muriaticum is not between relationship, occupation as in Sepia, but it is between the making and breaking the relationship. There is no contradiction of will in Nectar Muriaticum. The whole theme is one of relationship and not a two separate theme of occupation and relationship. Sepia is a large sphere of which Netter is a part of the theme. Also, Netter has a cheerful after question, which is the opposite of the Sepia. Question create hope in the Netter while it create confusion in the Sepia. The acute of sepia is Nux vomica. Nux vomica is concerned with the occupation and business with tremendous irritability and has many symptoms similar to sepia like chilly patient, constipated, etc. In acute situation of the business, the sepia person can need nux vomica. Rubrics are undertakes things opposed to his intention, anger from contradiction, indifference, love one two, care full of about domestic affair, exertion from mental aggravate, exertion from mental aggravates, fear of poverty, hysteria, indifference to everything, occupation ameliorate, industrious, irritability and consolation aggravates, weeping while telling her sickness, will contradiction of, and Kant says cataract in the woman, eye falling off lid during the headache, nose yellow swell across the nose, skin crack in winter. Fatak says busy when ameliorates, sadness over one's health, lying on the hand and knee ameliorate, sadness domestic affair over, desire for bitter drinks. It is mentioned desire for drinks is mentioned in repertory volume 2. This is all about sepia.